One small step on the long, bumpy road to democracy. That's how the Australian government views the lifting of martial law in Fiji. Fiji's Prime Minister Frank Bainimarama says the emergency regulations will be withdrawn by Saturday, paving a new way for the national constitution. Canberra is pleased but cautious. Ben Worsley reports.
The new year in Fiji has begun with the possibility, if not the promise, of progress.
2012 is going to be a time for great accomplishment for our nation and our people.
3 years ago, the courts declared Frank Bainimarama's regime illegal, so the regime scrapped the constitution and brought in martial law. Public emergency regulations were introduced, increasing police power, reducing media freedom and effectively banning public meetings. But from Saturday they'll be lifted, announced by Commodore Bainimarama in a New Year's address with a warning.
We must all remember that public order, protecting the vulnerable and safeguarding the economy will always be paramount.
The reason given for the move is to allow public consultation to begin on the drafting of a new constitution.
So to that extent, it's a good sign. It's a straw in the wind that they're adhering to their own guidepost as to the elections in September of 2014.
But Fiji observers are wary. Many of the restrictions enabled under martial law are now enshrined by decree.
Everybody will put their toe in the water fairly gingerly until they see how far to go. I mean, that's the nature of the situation.
Australia is happy to see a small step towards democracy.
But if that consultative process is to have any credibility at all, then it simply has to involve the full political spectrum in Fiji, and it has to be conducted in an open way.
I would hope that it is a step towards a return to civilian law, an independent judiciary, and importantly, democracy.
Until more steps are taken, Australia's travel sanctions will stay in place. Ben Worsley, ABC News.